It had been a quiet morning on the ranch, with nothing more pressing than tending to the livestock and enjoying a cup of coffee on the porch. That is, until I noticed the familiar sight of Karen's Tesla, parked haphazardly near the barn, plugged into my EV charger without permission. This wasn't the first time she had taken liberties with property that didn't belong to her, but it was the last time she would. I had grown tired of warnings, polite notes, and passive-aggressive HOA messages, so I decided it was time for a more hands-on solution. Weeks prior, I had devised a DIY trap for anyone who dared misuse my electrical system. It was subtle, smart, and entirely safe for anyone who didn't tamper with it intentionally, but extremely effective if someone tried to steal electricity. I had wired the charger through a custom circuit that monitored usage, and in the event of unauthorized access, it would temporarily disable the device while triggering a mild but memorable feedback to the car's charging system, enough to surprise and frustrate the interloper without causing permanent damage. Essentially, it was a high-tech reminder that this was my property, and theft would have consequences. Karen plugged in her Tesla as usual, oblivious to the fact that her actions were about to trigger the trap. I watched from a distance, smiling as the indicator lights on the charger flickered, then surged, then triggered the safety circuit. The car's display lit up with warnings. The charger emitted a small, harmless spark, and the dashboard went into a temporary shutdown mode. Karen's eyes widened in disbelief. "What is going on?" she shouted, frantically pressing buttons, checking connections, and trying to reset the system. Every attempt failed, and every moment she fumed added to the spectacle. I walked calmly toward her, clipboard in hand, and explained the situation in plain language. "Karen, this charger is on private property. Unauthorized use triggers this safety system. You've just activated a DIY trap designed to protect my electricity and property. Any future attempts will be met with the same or stronger response." Her face went red with a mix of embarrassment and anger. She tried to claim that the HOA gave her rights, that she needed the electricity, and that it was a misunderstanding, but every argument collapsed against the facts. The charger was on my land, my power supply, and the trap was fully legal and clearly marked with warnings she had ignored. Neighbors, who had been passing by, stopped to watch the scene unfold. Some snickered, some filmed it, and all witnessed Karen's furious attempts to regain control. Within minutes, she realized that not only had she failed to get free electricity, but she had been publicly humiliated. Even more satisfying, the system logged the unauthorized usage, creating a permanent record of her attempt, proof in case further legal action was needed. After the incident, I upgraded the trap. Motion sensors were added, additional warning signs were installed, and the system was calibrated to deliver a more obvious but still safe feedback to any future thieves. Karen, of course, avoided the barn for weeks, muttering about the evil ranch owner. But she never tried to plug in her Tesla again. The HOA had thought they could bypass property rights with arrogance and entitlement, but they were met with preparation, strategy, and consequences they hadn't anticipated. By the end of the day, the ranch was peaceful again. The EV charger hummed quietly, fully under my control, while Karen's failed attempt became a cautionary tale for anyone thinking of testing boundaries. It wasn't just about electricity. It was about respect, foresight, and demonstrating that on my property. Taking what isn't yours comes with immediate, unforgettable consequences. Karen had learned the hard way, and every passing day reminded her that some traps are designed not just to protect, but to teach lessons no HOA rule ever could.